And this video is going to be a response to one of my peoples. Shout out to Aviel Leeoz, but I'm going to be talking towards you. And basically, he recently made a video talking about the coronavirus. And part of his video, he was talking about how that the flu is much more of a threat than the coronavirus. And I basically disagreed with him on that front. So my response is towards him, and I will be putting a link to his video down below if you do want to check it out, if you do. The very first thing that I like to mention as a content creator is that I feel that we should all be sensitive when it comes to the things that we talk about. Like, I don't feel that we should take light of this subject or situation at all. And granted, there shouldn't be a pissing contest whatsoever, but I'm responding to him because he felt that I was making light of his video.
How's it going, folks? This is Aviel Leeoz from the Children's Court, coming to you live from Mission Control Studios. This is just going to be a short response video to one of my pals, Alex McGee, who's decided he was going to come into my comment section and say that I was wrong about some of my information.
Alright, so when the Surgeon General did say that the coronavirus was less risky, it wasn't as bad as the flu. It was before everything started closing down, correct? Because when I actually started looking up some information, try to be like, let me give L the benefit of the doubt and actually see when did the Surgeon General say that. It was a while ago. See, the habit that you have, bro, is that you'll take old articles, things that's out of date, and then you'll use that for your ammo. Even with your recent video, the one that you made previously when I said that your information was wrong.
The coronavirus is a hoax. The top medical officials inside the country tell you that this is less deadly than the flu.
You even, and like you put up that your information was out of date Thursday or Friday. And then that's when you started spewing out information. It wasn't up to date. So you had information from Thursday or Friday, and then you put up the video like a few days later. So that made you inaccurate. That made your information wrong. It wasn't disrespect. It's just that it was wrong because you didn't have the updated information. So as your boy, I just confidently told you, because I even told you in your comment sections that I wasn't in a debating stance. I was just informing you. I was just letting you know. And it's the same thing with the whole flu and corona comparisons. It's the same difference, because when so many doctors were saying that the flu is much more dangerous, it was before the coronavirus was going out of control the way that it is now. The Surgeon General actually didn't support your argument. Besides, 99% of the people may recover. 99% may recover. And they're not even 100% sure, because the thing is, bro, is that even if you do the math, right? If 3,000 people or 4,000 people is to get infected and then 100 die, mathematically, that's not 99%. It's all about this, man. I'm slightly confused on how you are comparing 2 months worth of death compared to a whole year worth with the coronavirus and the flu. That's something that I don't understand. Like, do you think that is worth an argument? And then it's like you brag about intellects and how many people that you argue with and stuff like that, as if that's a feat or you have like the grand scheme of things.
Just listen, I know that it's fun trying to take me on. I deal with it with my brother, my cousins, all my ex-girlfriends, just to try to debate me. It's like satisfying believing that you're going head to head with me inside a game of wits and intelligence.
Satisfying to go head to head with wits? Bro, you're not a narcissist. Cut that man, cut that out, brother. Cut it out, man. Stop that, man. Like, it's actually not. If the whole world disagrees with you, then that means that the problem's with you, not with them, bro. It's something that you might want to put into perspective, man. Actually, the New England Journal is not saying the same exact thing that you are saying.
The flu is more deadly than the coronavirus. They don't say it that way. They say it the way that it's written right here. But don't be semantic with me. Alright, let's not do the semantics, because that's the only way you keep yourself inside these debates with me. And this is the reason why I'm doing a video, so you can't dance around the actual information.
You're actually twisting it up, and then you're asking me to not put any semantics towards it, but look what you're doing, you're twisting it up. It's coming out of your mouth and your mouth alone, bro. Like, come on, like, what are you doing here? Like, you literally put up a meme and you're pretending to read off of it. And even you catch your own self like, I know it's not exactly what it's saying, but it's what I'm saying, but don't try to use it against it. Like, bro, at the end of the day, man, we're both not doctors. We're both not expertise in this field whatsoever. And the doctors that we're both trying to listen to don't even have all the answers. That's the whole grand scheme of this situation. We don't know everything. They don't know everything. All we can do is observe, interpret it, and then hope for the best. The one thing that we do agree on is it is this crazy thing going on, mass hysteria, and people's tripping out over it. That's the bottom line. We do have to practice cleanliness. I agree with you on that. People is going wild with the whole toilet paper thing. I agree with you on that 110%. Agree fully. But at the same time, though, like one of your early videos telling people that it's not that big of a deal.
The coronavirus is a hoax. This virus is only killing people that are already, getting ready to jump into hyperspace anyway. So
that's where I don't agree with you on. But the whole funny thing, man, is that this didn't even have to be a debate. I was just simply coming onto your video to show you support and comment. That was the whole thing in the first place. I even told you that, yo, if you don't feel like you're wrong, then you don't have to. I digress. You're the one that wanted to keep it going.
And so it gets frustrating when I have to keep on typing back and forth to you, and you start writing these long essays.
You're the one that wanted to make a video to tell me how you truly feel. And the whole thing is that if you can take any old article and then try to use that as ammunition, then that's you dancing around, not me. Because even if you look at some of the screenshots that I sent you, oh, it's not reliable because it came from Live Science.
The first post that you put on my Facebook page was an article from livescience.com. What is that? Stating that the death rate from seasonal flu is typically around 0.1% in the U.S. according to the New York Times. The death rate for COVID-19 appears to be higher than that of the flu. I just want to stop right there.
Come on, bro. That's me taking multiple sources. That's what it is, because not every screenshot that I sent you came from one place. Sometimes I'll zoom in so I can highlight so it can prove my point. But the thing is that even the screenshot that you put up still wasn't supporting your point. That's the thing. I have multiples to support mine. The Washington Journal is like, okay, even when I went to the Washington Journal with an updated article that they had, it still wasn't supporting your statement. And the thing is that it was just talking about how serious the coronavirus is. So sources is only reliable when it comes to you. That's what makes it only reliable, if it's only yours. Because out of all the people that I've seen you debate with, everybody's sources, haven't been reliable. And it's not just from me. Even when you debated with people and I agreed with you, those little times, for some reason their sources ain't reliable. I don't know, man. It's almost like I can't say this is a waste of energy, but it's kind of pointless if you really think about it, Because when I debate with people, I actually want to learn something. but not really learning anything from this. You only post one source and you only mention one person, maybe two sources. It was more like two memes, and then you name all these other things that you get your information from. That's a contradiction in itself. This is pointless. But just like you said, no hard feelings at all. But was this a waste of time? Maybe for both of us. Because at the end of the day, what we could have done is, yeah, maybe continue typing about it. But at the end of the day, when it came to you doing your research, when it comes to, is the coronavirus more deadly than the flu? You could have just Googled that on your own, right? Seeing if there's any updates of anybody still talking about it, as in terms of any professional. And if you see nothing updated or anybody talking about it, then okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Because we both know you haven't gone to school for any medical degree. I know I haven't. We should both stay in our lane. That's what it is. Because the thing with me and my YouTube channel is I'm not always trying to go after trendy topics and talk about it. That's your lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be chill right now. I speak about certain things that I like talking about, and that's it. You know, I only did this mainly to entertain you.
To put out there and help people think more, because you could get boggled down and you could be afraid to speak out against the people that hiss at you and want to find out where you live and ruin your life for questioning these things. And they have to do that.
While you at it, since you love doing like a lot of research, definitely look up that when the Surgeon General himself says that he's also a high risk himself because he's a pre-diabetic, and his wife, you know, also just survived cancer. So she's also a high risk. So keep that in mind as well too. So he's part of that percentile that's at high risk.
This virus is only killing people that are already, getting ready to jump into hyperspace anyway.
So does that put that in some kind of perspective for you? You know what I mean? So people with diabetes, people with cancer, people with asthma, all types of things that you forgot to mention in your video. Granted, you did admit that you wasn't clear about that stuff, but then sometimes you bounce back and forth saying how clear you were and how accurate you are. You know, these are things, and oftentimes I tell you how much that you don't articulate yourself.